John Higgins with Best Choice Lending, here with another tip on how to grow your business, build your brand, and generate leads. Today we're going to talk about QR technology. QR codes can be used to enhance your current marketing and drive real buyer leads into your system. Again, all of the tools that we offer, the idea of building your database with genuine buyer and seller leads. Enjoy the video.
Today we're talking about QR codes. You know, we see these all over the place. You know, you guys might have, whether you're seeing them in magazines or on different print material, you'll even notice on our flyers you're seeing the barcodes. A lot of you might go, what the heck is a QR code? Because if you haven't really used them, it doesn't quite make sense. So just to start, if you go to Wikipedia, they basically define it. QR code stands for abbreviated for quick response code. So that's the bottom line. It's really just a barcode, and the barcode gives you a quick response. So you can choose which quick responses you want. Well, in our system, we actually have 6 different types of QR codes, and we allow you guys basically to use those in your marketing. As agent marketing, we're always trying to look for different ways to help you with your property marketing and your personal marketing, and the QR codes can be a way to drive traffic whichever way you deem, and I'll show you guys how that works basically. There's different types. We actually have the different types in our system range from the property QR codes to URL, text QR codes or SMS, messaging, phone, and then contact, which is kind of your eye contact information. So let's do a review of, first of all, what they are. Basically, it's just a bunch of pixels or black lines that contain information. And that information basically will give back the customer whatever it is we define. So you can define it as a URL. So you could have it go to a website or something like that. Or you could define it as SMS. So what it would do is launch their texting in their on their phone. And so when people scan it, QR codes are really meant to be scanned on phones because they're bar scanners. So what it does is use the optical readers on your phones. So similar to when you go to the supermarket and they have those bar scanners, well, what we're doing instead is we're using your phones as the bar scanners. So let's quickly show you how easy it is in our system. If you want to create custom QR codes, from our custom QR code generator, let me make my screen bigger here, what you could do is you could choose which type you want. So for instance, if you wanted to make a URL QR code, you come in here, you make your whatever subdomain, and this is going to be where it forwards to, and then the actual domain, so in this case I'll do agentmarketing.com. And then all you do is click the Generate button. When you click the Generate button, what's great is that it actually is going to show you on the left here. When you click Save, see this button, big old Save, it now adds it. As it adds it, we give you multiple ways to be able to save it. So if you want to put it on a website, we give you the HTML. If you click the Share HTML button, you can download it as a JPEG, and then it'll open up as a JPEG. You can save it on your desktop just like you would any picture, or a GIF or a PNG. So we make it really simple. With the URL one, when you go to scan it, it'll actually just pop right to that URL. And so that's a great way to use in marketing and all that kind of stuff. Just if you're wondering, well, how do I scan these things? One of my favorites is one called Enigma, and I'll even just see if I can find it real quick. Enigma QR code. Here it is, iNigma. So when you're on a smartphone, you could just Google or put in their QR code, or you could put in iNigma, and you'll find it. That's one of my favorites. But there's literally tons and tons and tons. There's dozens of QR codes. So QR code scanners, I mean. And so once you download one on your phone that you like, then that can be the one that you use. So we really suggest, you know, just using it in marketing because we want any way and every way that we can have consumers come back to your marketing possible. So the QR codes help you do that. One of my favorites is our SMS generator. The reason I like this one is that if you're looking to get more leads, this is the way to do it. Basically, you put in your cell phone, okay? And when you put in your cell phone, you type in whatever message you like. So let's say I'd like to see homes in the area, okay? As soon as I generate this, what's neat about this one is because it's an SMS code, if I do marketing to this code, so I have it maybe in marketing pieces, or you have it in the newspaper, you have it in print ads, or you have it on site in different things, when people scan this, what's great is that it's actually going to bring up on their phone the ability, it'll actually put it in their text browser so that they'll just press send and it'll text you. So now it's going to text you whatever message you put in. So just do me a favor and make sure when you put in this message, you realize that this message is coming from the consumer, because all you're asking them to do is press send. You're going to get the text on your phone. You'll see that it was, from an unknown phone number. But when it says this message, you can text right back now and say, great, you'd like to see homes. My name's Chris, what was your name? And then start to gather some information, contact them, or you could just pick up the phone and call them. So the SMS one's great because it launches in their text function. They press send, it pops it to you, and now you can respond to them. So if you're looking for more leads, the SMS one is really what it's all about. The URL one is one to drive them straight back to a landing page, straight back to one of your personal websites, your property websites, or things like that. The SMS is a way to get leads. The messaging one, let's look at that real quick. If we look at the messaging QR code, it's really just typing in whatever message. So you could say, to see all the homes in the area, visit, and then link it to your IDX page, right? So your personal website's IDX page. And then when you generate that one, you could have that on different ads. You could have it in your email signature, wherever you like. And when they do this, it'll actually give them this message on their phone when they scan it, and they could click the link to then start searching properties from their phone. So the message one can literally be anything and everything you want. So you could put anything from special financing ads that you do to, as I did with the property search, to maybe, for more information on the first-time buyer workshop, visit and have a landing page for that, whatever you like, okay? The phone one, basically you just put in your phone number. When they scan that, it brings your phone number up, they press call, and they can call you really easily. So the phone one is an easy way to get people to call you. And then lastly, we have the contact. If you're wanting to give friends and family and people your contact info, a lot of folks like to put these on their email signature. And all you do is put in your information, put in your phone number, and then put in your email. And then once you do that, you click generate. And now when someone scans this from their QR code, what's great, from their phone rather, it'll actually say save to contacts. And you can save now a new contact with this contact one. So there's 5 different types: URL, SMS, message, phone, and contact. So we make it really simple for you to generate as many custom ones as you like. Then you can share it how you like. And when you save it, you can put in your email signature, you can put it on print, you can put all that. Lastly, I'd like to show you with our properties, we actually do one for every listing. So you guys have probably noticed that on the listings, in fact, if you go to the tools section for any property, we actually have all your QR codes in here. And it allows you, basically, if you go here to QR codes under the tools section, you'll notice that they have different referral IDs. So this one's from a sign, this one's from a flyer. We give you 4 for every property. When people scan this, it takes them straight to a property website that's mobile and responsive. It will not attract a lead like the texting will or like the SMS QRs will. But what's neat about this is it drives traffic, and hopefully you're made property sites that have a wow effect, that are very powerful marketing. And so when it drives them back to that, it makes people want to actually engage, call you, ask for a showing, so on and so forth. So we actually have several, one for newspaper, postcard, flyer, or a sign, and we generate these for every listing. That then translates over to all the print materials. So when you come to the buy screen, what's so great is you'll notice that most of the print materials already have the QR codes automatically. So if you're in here, for instance, and you want to buy a sign writer, a lot of our sign writers already have QR codes built into them. Really, really easy. We also have them built into other things like our BizPop cards, our postcards, our door hangers, so on and so forth. So for instance, if I choose one of the BizPop cards, it's got the text code, the QR code, and then your business card on the other side. So on all the print materials, whether it's the postcards, door hangers, just listed cards, also on all of your flyers. So you notice on your flyers, we actually have the QR code, see this, along with the text code and the URL and all that good stuff. Because our goal in marketing is to give people information fast. We want to give it to them easy, we want to give it to them fast. So by doing the different mediums, you're appealing to the broad spectrum of users, whether they're really tech savvy or not. So for the not so tech savvy, they might just want to go to the URL. For the very tech savvy, they would love QR codes, and or they'll enjoy the texting function. So the QR codes are real neat, real simple, but just another way to drive people back to your rich content marketing. I really believe all the web pages that we create should be sort of a representation of a message, and so that's your rich content marketing that you're driving back from the QR codes. Or, if you like, you can simply have them be your contact info, as we talked about, or so on and so forth. So that's our QR code generator. Put them everywhere, and main thing is make sure you're standing on rooftops and telling the world about all the things that you're trying to discuss, whether it's a neighborhood you're promoting, whether it's listings, or whether you're just trying to attract buyers for property searches.
I hope you enjoyed today's video, and thanks for staying to the end. Remember, you can contact the loan officer that set you up in agent marketing for all these tools. Happy prospecting.